All right, real talk. You didn't click on this video to become average. You're not here to just pass your classes. Nah, you're here to become an absolute beast in school. The kind of student who makes professors question their life choices. Well, what if I told you there's a way to not just survive, but absolutely crush it like a pro? Yeah, we're talking full-on academic domination. No more pulling all-nighters and crying into your coffee. We're leveling up today. Today, we're going to turn you into an academic weapon, the type of person who doesn't just study but destroys exams, obliterates assignments, and still has time to live their best life. Sound impossible? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to show you how to crush school while looking like you have it all together. Grab your coffee, your notes, and maybe some snacks, because I've got some seriously game-changing tips that'll have you slaying your grades in no time. Let's go! Part 1. Master the art of focused study. First off, let's talk about something we all suck at: focus. Yeah, you. The one scrolling Instagram in the middle of this video. I see you. We're all guilty. But if you want to crush school, you've got to master the art of focused study. Here's what you need: the Pomodoro Technique. It's simple 25 minutes of laser focus, then a 5-minute break to do whatever. Trust me, it works like magic. Plus, you feel like a productivity beast when that timer hits 25 minutes and you've actually learned something. Part 2. Study smarter, not harder. Next up, stop reading the entire textbook like it's the next Harry Potter novel. We've got better things to do. Instead, learn how to skim effectively. Focus on headings, summaries, and key points. It's like hacking the academic system. Remember, you're not just studying, you're hunting for that sweet, sweet exam gold. Highlight, make notes, and boom, you've already beaten 90% of your classmates who are still trying to figure out what the introduction means. Part 3. Active Recall, the secret weapon. This next one's so powerful, it should come with a warning label. Active Recall. This is where you test yourself instead of just rereading your notes. Literally ask yourself questions and try to answer without looking. It's like doing a mental workout. And trust me, your brain will thank you. Think of it like this. Reading notes is like watching a workout video. Active Recall? That's you hitting the gym and flexing those brain muscles. Big difference. Part 4. The power of study groups. Choose wisely. Now, I know what you're thinking. Study groups? Isn't that just an excuse to gossip with friends? Well, kinda. But here's the secret. Pick the right group. You need that one friend who's actually serious. That one friend who's great at explaining things. And maybe someone to bring snacks. You don't need 10 people, just your academic Avengers. Together, you'll crush assignments, tackle group projects, and let's be real, suffer through all-nighters together. Part 5. Learn to say no. Seriously. Now, this one's gonna be hard, especially if you're like me and suffer from chronic FOMO. But if you want to be an academic weapon, you have to learn the magic of saying no. No to that random party the night before a major exam. No to watching just one more episode of that show that turned into 10. I know, it's tough. But you'll thank me when your grades are fire, and your social life is still intact because you planned it right. Part 6. Reward yourself because you deserve it. Finally, you've got to reward yourself. You're putting in all this work, so make sure you celebrate your wins. Finished a tough assignment? Treat yourself to that overpriced coffee. Survived exam week? How about a movie night? Life is all about balance, my friends. Being an academic weapon isn't just about the grind. It's also about knowing when to give yourself a high five and take a break. Because you earned it. Part 7. The weird note strategy. Write it down, but weirdly. You're not going to remember something if you just write it the same way every time. So here's what you do. Make your notes weird. Draw pictures, use crazy colors, or write in funky fonts. Heck, make your notes look like a comic strip. When your brain sees something odd or unusual, it's more likely to stick in your memory. Plus, reviewing notes becomes a lot more fun when you've got a random doodle of a llama next to your physics equations. Part 8. Flip your sleep. Study before you sleep. This one's for all the night owls. Did you know that whatever you study right before bed is more likely to stick in your brain? It's like giving your brain some homework to do while you sleep. So instead of scrolling through TikTok, do a quick review of what you learned during the day. Your brain will work on organizing all that information while you're off in dreamland. It's like passive studying without the effort. Who doesn't love that? Part 9. The chair trick. Change your perspective. Literally. Okay, this one's gonna sound a little weird, but trust me, it works. When you're stuck on a tough topic and can't seem to figure it out, try changing chairs. Yep, you heard me. Physically move to a different spot, another chair, a different room, even sit on the floor. Why? Because sometimes your brain gets stuck in a rut just because you're in the same spot for too long. A change of environment can give you a fresh perspective. It's like pressing reset on your brain without having to take a nap. Part 10. Talk to yourself out loud. Yep, it's not weird. All right, don't look at me like that. Talking to yourself isn't just for people who've had too much coffee. It's actually a genius study hack. When you say things out loud, your brain processes them in a different way. So explain concepts to yourself, argue with yourself, even ask yourself questions. Sure, your family might think you've lost it, but guess what? You'll remember that concept way better than if you just silently read it. Bonus points if you do it in front of a mirror. You're basically giving yourself a lecture. And hey, you're a great teacher. So, there you have it. You're officially one step closer to becoming the kind of student who makes your teachers do a double take. You're basically the academic version of a ninja now, minus the flips, unless you're into that. Anyway, you've got the tools, you've got the strategy, and now it's time to go out there and flex on those exams like the boss you are. Just remember, work smart, take breaks, and maybe don't try any actual ninja moves during class. Your teacher probably won't appreciate it. Before you go, hit that like button if you're ready to level up those grades, and subscribe because, trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Oh, and drop a comment with your craziest study hack. Let's see who's really out here hustling. All right, that's it from me. Go crush it, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.